Okay, so we're on stage 3 of audience targeting for scaling video ads. And now we're going to move on to broad interest. So if you went through stage 1 to test your initial very targeted audience using a video ad, and you've got success with it, you started making a lot of sales, and then you moved on to stage 2 and you test and tweaked stage 2 of the initial scaling of your video ad, and you found success through different testing. Now you're at stage 3. Now it's time to really take it to the next level, and this is the type of scaling that you can launch and let run for months and months and months. And the reason for this, the simple reason for this, is you're working with a much bigger sized audience, and you're going to launch them at a small daily budget, and you're just going to run it for a long time. You're going to consistently let it run for a while, and you're also going to start duplicating these ads as you get more conversions. You want to continue to duplicate. We typically advise duplicating 5 ads at a time, but we're going to get into that. So these are the broad interests, the big keywords, right? The big main niche keyword that we're targeting. And typically the audience size for this really depends on the niche more or less, but 5 million to 30 million in audience size. And some of you may have not targeted audience that big of a size, but with videos, once you have a converting product and a well-optimized video ad, video content ad to convert those products, obviously, then this is no issue. You should still continue to hold very, very great conversion numbers, great cost per conversion, using this method to further scale your video ad. So I already kind of looked into it, so I'm going to kind of reverse engineer this for you so you understand what I did. So I'm targeting embroidery, knitting, patchwork, and sewing. So in this example, I'm targeting 4 main broad keywords, main broad interest in the Facebook. So those are huge audiences, right? So it's totaling, just in the US, 25 to 64, 8 million to 9 million monthly active people. That's the potential reach that we have according to Facebook. So 82% women. Obviously, we already knew this one's going to be mostly women. Now, one quick thing I'll go over. The age, I did adjust because we're going broad, really broad, and Facebook's telling us that 40% are in the 25 to 34 age range. So we are going to test this. So I'm going to drop it to 25 to 64. I still want to reach these people. So 25 to 64. So in essence, even though we're scaling now, we've proven the product sales. We've proven that the video that we created is converting the product really, really well. If it's not, you got to go back and redo the video. Okay, maybe at least two or 3 more versions. Test it differently, and if that fails, test the audience. Make sure you got the right audience from the get-go to test it with, and from there on, if it doesn't work, guess what? Move on to the next product. Okay, there's plenty of products out there. Don't be married to one specific product, guys. That's how you get stale, and that's how you just waste a lot of time and don't make money. The goal of this is to make money immediately, quickly, and get the hang of things. Okay, once you get the hang of it, you can scale it out very, very quickly. But anyways, so let me show you how I came up with these broad keywords. Now, even though you may not be into sewing or knitting or anything like that, most of you, I'm sure, can guess a few main broad keywords, right? Such as patchwork, knitting, embroidery. But you may not be able to think of things like that. So how do you do a quick, simple research to come up with these types of keywords? Very simple. I already pulled it up. All I did was I went to Google. I just typed in keywords related to sewing. Okay, and I could do the same thing. Keywords related to patchwork, keywords related to quilting, those types of things, okay, or embroidery. And then basically I found, Google's going to spit a lot of good suggestions here. So I just checked out the first one, sewing broad vocabulary word list enchanted from enchantedlearning.com. So I went there. This is what it gave me. It's really, really simple data, but this is valuable because it makes sure that I have all these ideas of main broad niche keyword to plug into Facebook and see what I can find. So let's go back here. I'm going to slide this over. Let's go back here. Embroidery. Embroidery right here. I found that from here, right? Sewing, obviously I put that because that's the main thing I'm going for, right? The main niche. But patchwork, let's see if it's in here. Patchwork. Here we go. Put that in here. And what's the other one? Knitting. Knitting. Well, there's knit, so I put knitting. Okay, so very, very simple exercise, guys, but anybody can do this, right? All you do is go to Google keywords related to sewing, and they'll give you all the broad keyword that you could use as a resource. So here's the plan for stage 3 video ad scaling. I would start these at $5 daily budget, because by this point, if you made it to stage 3 on a specific campaign, that means you're probably crushing it. You're probably doing well, and now you want to get more sales that much faster and be able to run this for months and months and months. That's the goal here. So the objective that I would use for this actually would you could actually launch one or the other. You can launch it as a page post engagement. So basically you post a video and then you tell Facebook, my objective is to optimize this for the most amount of engagement for this video. Or you can run it as a video views. It really doesn't matter. As far as the gender, still going to be women. And as I explained to you earlier, I'm going to go a little bit more broad for testing. I'm going to drop it to 25 to 64. And here's another thing. I'm going to combine all English-speaking countries. Okay, so let me show you. So right now, US, it shows 8 to 9 million. So I'm going to delete the country. So if I delete it, all of Facebook, 50 to 60 million people who likes this, broad keyword interest, right? I'm going to go to location now. There's a location tab here up top. Oops. Okay, so location, and then I'm going to go to top countries. And I'm going to click the bar up here to organize it by sort by the highest. Obviously, US comes in at top. Brazil's on here. Thailand's on here. But the problem is, most people in Brazil, Thailand, Taiwan, they may not speak English. So I'm not going to include those. UK, I know, is English-speaking country. Indonesia, Vietnam, no. And then I'm going to see more here. Okay, I think there's some. I think there's quite a bit of English-speaking people in Italy. If you guys know about this more than me, then go ahead and try it. Germany has some. I think English is pretty popular. Australia, obviously, Canada, and there's also France. France is also good. So let's just start with. Let's go back here. Okay, let's go with, obviously, United States, 8 to 9 million people. Let's add in United Kingdom. That brings it to 10 to 15 million people. And let's add Canada. Okay, it stays the same. Let's add Australia, 10 to 15. Okay, it stays the same, not enough. And we'll throw in New Zealand, neighbors of Australia, right? So we got those countries. These are all popular English-speaking countries. And here's a reason why I say combine these. Now, some of you may be like, well, how would I know which country is going to convert? Well, Facebook's data is going to show you which country is converting. So on a specific ad, it'll tell you how many conversions that ad had and how many of those conversions converted in the US, how many converted in Australia or Canada or UK. And so you're going to have all that data, which you're going to see in another video, where we analyze Facebook's data per ad campaign and be able to really look at the data and be able to narrow down and kind of this is the demographic segmentation part, and really see who the buyers are, where they're coming from, what age range is most popular, what gender is most popular, and so forth and so on. And you're going to be able to really dial in. So even though stage 3 is broad interest scaling, this is another level of scaling, it's also doing another test at the same time. Okay, so the point here is you're always testing. Your testing never ends. Even when you're scaling, you're also testing to get data back from Facebook, so that in your sales, so that you can dial in a lot better and increase your ROI. And once you dial that in, you recreate those ads, launch them for the best optimal performance, and you let it run for months. Okay, so for when you launch these, you want to duplicate whether you're running it as a PPE objective or a video view objective. This time you want, typically what we recommend at this point, duplicate it 4 more times. So you'll have a total of 5 ads launching. Same exact, targeting, same exact demographic, everything. Same exact countries. You're just going to duplicate it 4 more times to have a total of 5 ads. So that way, you're giving this a nice jump start to begin with. So 5 times 5, that's $25, right? So you have the ability to spend $25 a day budget on a single, I guess, campaign, but you split it into 5 different ad sets and ads, right? So, but if you were to do it on a single ad, starting off $25 daily budget, Facebook may kind of cheat you, and it may end up costing you a lot more money per engagement or per video view or per website conversion. So this is the way we do it. And then once you start seeing it perform well, now you want to scale more. You can start duplicating it 5 more ads at a time and just see if the conversions hold. Okay, like I said, once you launch this and you have sales coming in, you'll want to look at the conversions for the age group and gender, and also the location if you're targeting different countries, of where these conversions are coming from. So you'll see that in another video.